What does making it mean to you? When I live like Barry Lyndon. It means not waging ever again. I just want my father back, I miss him so much. It means being able to live off of only interest, that is literally what it means. Making it means having enough money to live lavishly off of dividends/staking interest. Making it for me would be at least 3 million with 10% staking interest. 300k a year without even trying, and I could buy a home with cash on the interest alone. $1 billion. What do you specifically want? A penthouse in Dubai, a jet, iced watches, normal stuff. How much of it do you want? Probably like 3 penthouses, 1 plane, maybe 100 watches, I don't know. Realistically, I just want enough to buy a nice 3-bedroom house with a backyard I can plant some veggies. But I live in a city, so that's like 3 million. So I guess I'd be happy with 4 mil after taxes. I'd still work to make more money, so I'm not expecting like 10 billion. Maybe 10 mil, and I wouldn't need to work, just invest. My realistic almost make it goal, I'm dreaming, is to be able to buy an average house with 50% deposit about an hour from the city. I've been looking at houses in a nearby country town, and they're in the range of about 500 to 600k. So for me, making it means earning about 300k in crypto post-tax, so I need my portfolio to hit about 600k. Considering my portfolio is 850 near 600 link 5 of assorted poop coins with a combined worth of less than $1,000, this would be an absolute win for me. It's unlikely this will happen, but as long as the crypto market isn't completely dead, the dream keeps me going. I literally made it 2 years ago when I sold XOR for $50, bought for $2. Stuff kinda solved my whole life, cause I had 100k worth of XOR back then, ended up with $2 million. I need about 400k to build the house of my dreams, that's all. I don't want to be filthy rich, I want my kids to grow up humble and kind. Exactly 781k. I'd honestly just be happy if I inherited my family home out in the country just outside my small hometown and it doesn't get overrun by undesirables. It's one of the few cities in Canada that's still 95% white and lives in such stark contrast to the bigger city it borders. Maybe a house somewhere in Texas or Florida for the winter, but I don't know. Desu Anand's the biggest make it for me would be to talk to my mom again. She died of liver cancer 2 years ago. I'll never forget the silly Canadian government made us decide between my grandma, sister, dad and myself which 3 would ever see her alive again in her final days because she might get COVID when she's turning heckin' yellow. I won't rest until everyone responsible gets the rope. Literally just living off of 60k a year passive income, cream pieing 19-year-old Thai sluts in Pattaya every day until I die of liver cirrhosis or AIDS. I experienced this for 15 months and then was ripped away from my dream life because I haven't truly made it. I'm absolutely miserable in America and I heckin' hate my life. All I do is wait in a quiet and desperate anger to go back so I can enjoy my life again. I can't heckin' stand this stuff. Like 50k minimum. At that point I would never ever have to work wagey again. Through smart investments and money management I could it into whatever sum I want. I won't stop until I have the means at my disposal to build a canal that'll revitalize Great Lakes shipping powered by my vertically integrated marine biodiesel conglomerate. I don't need a lot of money, just able to afford certain things like a big ranch with a workshop and stuff. Not needing to work or much less would be a plus. I've had enough to never work again since 2017 and buy any consumer luxury I want, new phones when they come out, multiple vehicles, etc. But now I want power. I got into an argument with some guy in a line at the cashier. But he was much bigger than me and was starting to get aggressive, so I had no choice but to back down. That was humiliating. Now I want enough money to have enough bodyguards working for me 24/7 so randos off the street can't just simply rough me up. Having 4+ guys either in uniform or in disguise training or armed or both just being somewhere in the vicinity all the time would be such a confidence boost. That's way beyond my financial capability though. That would probably need me to be at least 9-digit net worth or high 8-digit at the very least. But I feel like I would next run into legal problems with such a setup, and having friends in high places would be the next step. But that entails millions in dollars of money in the form of gifts, bribes, donations to campaigns and such. Basically into the realms realistic only to billionaires. Just need my house paid off and enough in stocks for 3.5% withdrawal rule. Let's say about 1.25 million for round numbers, then be simple and humble. I just want a place so my austic girlfriend and I can spend all day having sex and a neat life. Freedom, not to have to work for money created out of thin air, the more freedom the better. Making it to me means reaching the ability to fire. I could quit working at any moment, live off of my investments comfortably. Pay off the 2 homes my wife and I own, rent out the one at the city center, buy a plot of land upstate with a view of the mountains and a lake, build a comfy house somewhere in the center of it, retire on the 4% rules. To do this we probably need about 6 million invested. I'd say our combined net worth is about 1 million. Not too hard to reach, and I think it'll get easier. We pay off the initial properties and our salaries increase with time. I just want my kids to have an easier life than I had. I've been everywhere and done everything I wanted to and live very modestly now. I want $1 to $2 million. After achieving that amount, I would spend 1 or 2 years jumping around Latin America and Southeast Asia boinking cheap prostitutes to get it out of my system after my sexually deprived youth. Then I would probably return to the US, buy a cheap fart box in a low-tax flyover state and shitpost on 4chan and play vidya until I die. Take a sex vacation approximately 4 times a year to Latam, Southeast Asia or Germany. Maybe I supplement my income driving for DoorDash and doing some consulting work 15 to 20 hours a week if I need to. I want to be Satoshi Nakamoto and seize all the Bitcoin in circulation. Then take control of the DeFi gateway, NXRA. So that before achieve financial independence in crypto, you must pass through me Goho. Passive income and assets large enough to allow me to frig off and work less than 200 hours a year and paying less than 15% in taxes. When somebody says I have a wedding this day, I'd like to be able to say I'll be there without hesitation or question. It'll never be enough for me. I grew up pretty poor, so I'll always want more, not for fancy cars or big vacations, but so I can provide nice things for my God-willing wife and many children. I am trying to cultivate a spirit of poverty, but for now I can't help but think of my bank account as a measure of distance between myself and ruin. To me it means Link hits 1K. This looks like it's going to happen soon, like within 2 years, so really looking forward to it. Far as that goes, it isn't going to help me but a Lambo or get a girlfriend or quit waging because I'm never selling, but it will feel really good to look down on the other wages. I'll know I got in for pennies and these fools are completely priced out. Having enough money to dox every biz jogger on my way. I'm going to make it being an AVAX validator. 10K a month doing nothing or working for myself. $10 million in investable assets. For me it means buying a gem at less than $10 and selling it for more than $100. The first time that I bought AVAX was $8 and sold $91. I had to hold my AVAX. Is $4 million enough to never work again? Risking 1% and making 5% at least, daily. Being super happy with whatever I have no matter what. Making it to me means being able to afford grass-fed, organic, antibiotic-free meat, dairy and eggs whenever I want, every day, not needing to work ever again while being able to support having a family with a high standard of living as well as never having any monetary limitations for whatever projects I want to pursue. Using this balance I am confident that I'll be able to make it if I do 2x, 2x, 2x. Whenever my stake balance reaches $800,000 I will declare that I've made it. Exactly 10 million, which is what I will get if my current staked pool on Pool Party is correct and I win the bet. 10 million sounds good enough. Retirement when I want. Being able to take care of my own needs and mi familia. Crypto gives everyone equal opportunities for this. Even financial institutions are tokenizing RWA to benefit everyone. Take advantage while you still can. What I want: land, orchard, cabin, family, silver and gold, library, garden. Having enough money to create an entire fabricated reality where I simulate all of human history and make minor changes to see how things would have ended up. Also enough money to commission cultures of women I think are hot and anthro girls. $10 million. $300K and to never interact with another human outside cashiers ever again.